We're back from the Empire Pen Show.
We are.
It was fun.
It was long.
It was long.
It was long. Our flight was delayed coming home. It was canceled.
It was canceled. Was not just delayed.
Yeah, it was canceled due to a nor'easter. And we had to get up at 3:30 Monday morning to get to LaGuardia to fly back to Toronto.
Yeah.
So we were pretty tired.
Yeah. I have to say, I was not pro the 3:30 wake-up calls in the same 5-day period.
No.
Because we were up at 3:30 to fly to LaGuardia. And then we were up at 3:30 to fly home from LaGuardia.
Yeah. Because even though it's not a very long flight, it's an international flight, and we still have to be at the airport 2 to 2.5 hours early.
And with crutches
across the border
and meds, everything takes longer.
Yep.
And them swabbing down my knee brace.
Yes. Everything takes longer.
Everything takes longer.
But let's talk about the show.
Yeah.
The show was fantastic.
It was. It was great. I loved the venue.
Yes.
I had the conversation with a couple of vendors that it was the first pen show that we didn't feel claustrophobic at.
Yeah.
There was space between booths.
The room was huge.
You didn't have to squeeze awkwardly by people to get out from behind booths.
Yeah.
There was little cutouts to dip out behind booths between every brand's booth.
Mm-hmm.
And that was so much fun.
108 tables?
108 tables.
Not 108 vendors, but
I think 108 tables.
108 6-foot tables in the space. And the room was L-shaped.
Yeah.
And so at the far end of the shorter run of rooms, they set up round tables so that people could socialize. It was a place where people could eat. It was
lovely.
There is nothing that I would change about the hotel, the location, the space for the show.
No. I think the only comments I heard were about lighting. There were a couple corners that were a bit darker.
A bit dark.
People had light bulbs burn out. And then
we weren't very fond of the elevators.
We weren't very fond of that was what I was about to say. The elevators caused some issues. We used the service elevators.
Yeah.
And
we quickly learned where the service elevators were, and we actually wound up taking a couple of people with us and showing them where they were, just
which we were allowed to use. Let's be clear. We were not using them when we weren't allowed to use them. They had the service elevators open because they had lots of elevators out of commission, and they knew the elevators were an issue. And unlike some of the other people that can do 26 plus flights of stairs, I cannot.
No.
There was no way that I was doing 20 plus flights of stairs first thing in the morning before the pen show.
Yeah.
Or at the end of the day after the pen show. It wasn't happening.
No. So, hotel location, the site, everything was great.
I love the hotel location.
Yeah. It was just, we were a couple of blocks south of the park.
Yep.
Close to Radio City Music Hall, close to
Fifth Avenue.
Fifth. It was
so much
really
fun.
Fantastic.
It was great. Close to Magnolia Bakery.
Yeah.
Which was good.
Next, I want to talk about the marketing.
Mom is a marketing person.
Yeah. That's what I studied at school. And it's something I pay attention to. The Empire Pen Show tote bag. Love it. Love it.
I liked that all the vendors got them
included.
It's so rare for vendors to get the swag. I can't think of another show where vendors have the show swag included in their thing. And at this show, it was.
Everybody got a bag.
Everyone got a bag.
Everyone got a bag.
And I think everyone at every booth got at least one pin. I don't know that every person
if they
at a
wanted
booth got a pin.
Everyone got a pin. I'm going to go up close so you can see it.
Yeah.
And the lanyards.
I love that the lanyards were white.
And wide.
A
nice wide band.
They didn't dig in.
And consistency in the logo.
Yes.
No mistakes as far as I'm concerned
No.
when it came to marketing.
No,
the
but
marketing pieces.
What I liked is lots of the pen shows we've been to this year, as I look at my stack of lanyards, have really fluorescent name tags, which is probably great for spotting if people are supposed to be there or not. But they really clash with outfits.
Yes.
They
And in
clash
fact,
with
frequently we
everything.
would ditch if it was a fluorescent or awkwardly colored
Yeah.
lanyard, we would ditch it and switch to just a plain
Yeah,
black rickshaw.
I switched to a black rickshaw lanyard. I have a black rickshaw from last year that's black with black printing. And that's what I wear at a pen show.
Yes.
Because I naturally assume that a pen show lanyard is going to be bright. And so I'm not going to want to wear it.
Yeah.
And
So we either always pack a black
yeah.
or pack a clip so that we can just attach a name
Yes.
tag to
I will
whatever
say,
we're wearing.
I forgot my clip this time, and I was sad that I forgot my clip. I've been packing clips to all the pen shows this year. Or I guess I packed clips to the first two pen shows, to DC and Chicago. And I forgot for Scriptus and Toronto. That's the same shows.
That's the same show.
Scriptus and Empire. We're
Yep.
really tired at this point. It's
Yeah.
been 2 shows in 2 weeks. I don't know how people do it who do more shows than that.
Well, I think they develop their own rhythm.
They must.
And we're new to it.
We
so
are.
we do not have.
We do not have.
Now, also speaking of Rickshaw's Empire State 2025 pen show,
It was great.
Empire State Building.
He also had, as I now know from people posting them on social media, he was wandering around selling Fillmores in that pattern. And just
Okay.
out of his bag.
So the Fillmore's the bigger case with
Yeah,
the zipper?
Fillmore's the one I have that's the box of crayons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How many pens does it hold?
6.
Okay. Anyway, Rickshaw. Well
Yeah.
done.
Well done. And it was, I loved, these bags hold a deceiving amount of stuff. But also, they weren't the only ones to get in on that level of branding.
No.
Because Goldspot did the same thing. And the bags have snaps.
Yeah, both of them have magnetic snaps. So they actually close.
They actually close. And they hold so much.
They do.
And
really sturdy straps on both of them.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they went with the same manufacturer.
they look identical.
Yeah, just this and this.
Same, yeah. They look the same. They look to be the same size.
Yep.
And they're super practical. I used mine a whole bunch this week
Yep.
at the show. And I think at least this one will probably go in my show kit going forward because it's a nice, my normal show tote bag almost holds too much if we're not behind a booth for 10 hours.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
equestrian?
EC.
Yeah.
It's the EC one. And
Yeah.
it's nice. It's got a lot of pockets.
Oh, it's massive though.
Yeah. I will say the one thing that I wish this one had was some sort of pocket on the inside, which various teams and I talked about. There is
Yeah.
no pen pocket in this bag. There's no place to slide pens.
And not even on the outside.
not
But I
even on
don't
the
know that I
outside.
would want to slide a pen.
I don't know that I'd want to put expensive pens on the outside, but it would have been nice if we had some sort of pocket or to
a little sleeve.
slide something on
Yeah.
the inside so that it wasn't just loose in the bag.
Or even if all it was a loop with a clip so that you could clip a rickshaw
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
onto it.
Yeah, that would work. See, and that's a modification that I could do myself.
That's a modification that anyone can do.
Yes.
And if you want my sneaky trick, if you've got a lot of lanyards hanging around, all you have to do is cut off the bottom loop that already has the clip on it and just sew it
Yes.
onto a rickshaw or into a bag, and you have an instant loop.
Whereas I just sewed little loops of ribbon onto my rickshaws and
Yeah.
then just turned them all into the lanyard ones.
All right, back to the show.
Back to the show.
What did you get?
I had very few purchases this show. I want to say I only had,
They are few but mighty.
but there's only 2 that I actually purchased. I only made 2 purchases. Everything else was either pre-buy ahead of time
Yes.
or has just ended up in my collection. So,
So do we want to go with what we bought first?
sure.
Because I bought a couple of small things. You bought a
Got
couple of small things. Should we start with
Sure.
Inky?
Yeah. So these are, and mine's already been modified. If you caught desk chatter a week ago, I talked about the fact that I thought I was going to get a hole put in this because I kept losing it in bags. And Gail in a fountain pendulum texted me and said, I'll bring my leather kit to Scriptus. So at the end of Scriptus,
She modified
She
it.
modified it. She put a hole in it for me.
Inky was set up with what looked like a bakery with bakery cases full of cannolis. And some of the cannolis are
Nib wipes.
nib wipes, and some of them are glasses wipes.
Yeah. And I think I will get this at some point, even just for cleaning lenses.
Yep.
But for now, I really like this.
There's a little screw. They come apart. You can wash this. They
You can
even
replace
have
them.
You can replace them. They also have little pots of leather conditioners, which are absolutely adorable. This was actually my first purchase at the show.
It was my second purchase.
What was your first?
The pen. I got this Sunday morning. So I guess it was my third. It was my final purchase of the show, actually. Because I got nib work done, I bought a pen, and then I got this done.
Oh, I got nib work done too.
You did get nib work done too.
Yeah. And I'm cranking around to get these. I bought 2
I don't know where my crabs are. Oh, they're up there.
pen holders, little baby birds, and a shrimp.
I love the shrimp.
I love the shrimp too.
What I realized when we got home is that it's the first year that I didn't buy a crab at Scriptus. Which seems wrong. But I didn't need a third crab.
You didn't need a third one.
No.
Let's see your pens.
So, I bought this.
Yeah.
I got a grind on my Pocket 6 from JJ Lax.
JJ Lax.
It is a cursive italic smooth on a fine Yovo. Yes. I like it. It's very sharp, which goes really nicely with the really sharp facets of the pen.
Yes.
And while it isn't as fancy as a Monarch, I think it goes really well. Then my one purchase was this lovely Conklin PM number 5. I love Jonathan's blanks. I've got a rod of Jonathan's material sitting on my desk. And I knew that I wanted this material as a pen. I just didn't know who I was going to get it from. And in the end, Conklin had one I really loved. And it has...
And they were right across from us.
They were right across from us. So I was staring at it all day Saturday. And it ended up being the last one they had.
Yeah.
But I was staring at it all day on Saturday. And when I do the video on it, I will take you through the whole unboxing experience because it's
special.
Incredible for a pen.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've seen a lot of crazy unboxing experiences online, but nothing like this in this price range.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing like this from Conklin. And then we have a pickup, actually. So I had ordered this from Goldspot. This is the Pilot Vanishing Point in Galaxy. They've done 3 variations of this.
Incredibly sparkly.
Incredibly sparkly. It's a rushi, it's mother of pearl, it's a Namiki Japan. I knew that I wanted it. And I have started to stockpile affiliate credit and blog writing credit for those purchases that I just can't buy. That's how I got my Visconti. And I sort of realized post-Visconti that this was going to be within reach, potentially before Empire.
Right.
And then it was. And it currently has... It came with a medium, because that is all you can seemingly buy them in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got now Annabelle's Architect that she did for my purple one in it, which is the world's tiniest Architect. It's probably not, but look at that angle on it. Like, it's crazy. And I don't actually, this is going to sound awful, I don't actually know where I put the nib that came out of this pen.
Oh, no. Oh, no. You didn't put it in the other vanishing point?
I'm hoping I did.
I'm hoping you did, too.
I'm hoping I did. I'm hoping I did, or it's in the box for this pen.
Oh, my gosh.
I realized when we were in Toronto for Scriptus that I didn't actually know where I put the nib.
Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. All right, well, we'll find it.
But if not, I have a spare nib because at one point I bought an extra nib. So either way, I'm not nibless. But that was a moment at Scriptus this weekend where I went,
I wonder where this is.
I wonder where this is.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that is very cute. It's so sparkly. Again, there'll be a video coming on this pen. I've got a whole stockpile of pens for videos.
Yeah.
It's been...
Get to work, Missy. Get to work.
It's been busy.
Slacker. Next.
Next is a 1 of 2 OMAS Bologna with my hair attached to it. This is the show material, which was an orange diamond cast, and then just a standard black acrylic. But what I love about it is that you've just got the little accents of orange, including in the rings.
Yeah. Very tastefully done.
Black and orange pen.
No, not like this one.
Not like your Conklin.
So I've got this.
That's your black and orange. This is my black and orange.
Yeah.
I don't love black and orange as a pen combination. And yet when I saw this, I absolutely fell in love with it. And
well, it's bronze. It is not orange. This is orange. That is bronze.
And it's not...
Or copper.
It's coppery. And it really sparkles in the sunlight.
It writes beautifully. It's got is it a 14 karat gold nib?
14 karat gold medium nib. It's been tuned by JJ Lax because it had been used by a whole bunch of other people.
Yeah.
And so it's been tuned a little bit to make it perfect. And OMAS was kind enough to provide this to me.
Yeah.
And so there will be a whole bunch of stuff coming with it because I think it's super cool.
Well, and speaking of JJ Lax, he did do, it wasn't on my list. I hadn't intended to get a custom nib done at Empire. And while you were having him work on, I think you're shown, I wandered over to thank him for his bagel recommendation. And you handed me a pen and said, try this, you're going to love it. And it was a cursive italic smooth double broad. And suddenly I was getting a JJ Lax custom nib. Yeah.
And I will say, one of the things that I think worked really well at Empire is load in, one, vendors could pick up passes the night before.
Yes. Incredibly well organized.
Incredibly well organized. I think we started vendor pass pickup at like 5 o'clock.
I think so.
It was 5 till 8 the night before. And so if people were like already in town, people could come and pick up their badges.
Yeah.
Which also cut down on the craziness.
And if they wanted to see the room, they could see the room. Like it was open for people for vendors to have a walk through.
We showed people where their tables were.
Sort of like pre-orientation so that everybody had a good idea of what the next day was going to look like.
Yeah, because tables were set up, but numbers and stuff weren't on tables yet. And so,
but by the next morning, every table vendors would have the map of the show floor. Every table was numbered. They just had to come in, find their table, and start their setup. Yeah. And that went incredibly smoothly.
But I loved having vendor pass pickup the night before.
Yeah.
It was so smooth the next morning. And it also meant that we had 3 hours of setup.
Yeah. The full 3 hours.
Full 3 hours. Like setup started at 7. And the show floor didn't open until 10.
Yeah. So if people had really elaborate sets, like the people who were setting up, like Inky, setting up a full bake shop.
Or Esterbrook.
Esterbrook with their massive, like their whole setup, like multiple banner stands, multiple.
Nahvalur OMAS, it probably took us 90 minutes to set up, maybe, if that.
At the most.
At the most.
At the most.
But then, vendors are having time to shop. Vendors are having time to wander and visit.
And opportunity for networking.
And nib grinders are having, like, vendors are getting the chance to get nib work done, which never happens at a pen show, really.
Yeah.
Before the show floor opens. So, like, I think I was Lax's second appointment or third appointment.
And I was just, well, if you were second, I was third.
Yeah. And it was lovely because we were at this show where it sort of just felt like you had time to breathe.
Yeah.
Once the show floor opened, it was busy in the morning.
Busy. It
was busy. And Sunday morning, I would say, was a little bit less busy first thing, and then it got busy in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And then it started to taper off at about,
I think, when the storm really started to pick up, that's when people went home.
That's also when vendors started to decamp because they were starting to close airports. People's flights were starting to get canceled.
Yeah.
But it was just really nice. Also, the show floor on Sunday didn't open until 10 a.m. Civilized. Have we been at a pen show this year that we weren't getting up at 5:30, 6 o'clock?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Like, our Sunday alarm did not go off until
it went off at a normal time.
Can we start to have more civilized hours of starting pen shows?
Chicago and DC, our first alarms were going off at 5:30.
Yeah, because
for
the show floor opens to the public at 9.
It's a longer morning routine.
It's a longer morning routine. The show floor opens to the public at 9.
Yeah.
And so it isn't a whole bunch of time.
No.
Because if the show floor opens to the public at 9, as a vendor, you're down there 45 minutes ahead of time.
Or an hour, because in especially DC and Washington, where there were vendors, you have the ballroom, which has doors that you can lock. But any vendors who were in the hallway or corridors or outside the main ballroom,
you're tearing down everything.
Doing a full tear down and packing everything up into your room because you need so much security to monitor those spaces. At Empire, one massive room, like huge room, shut the doors, lock the doors. That's it. There's no going in or out.
No, that was great. Like, it was so much. I think our setup Sunday morning took 20 minutes.
At the most.
Because it was uncovering tables, setting up the couple pens that had gone. And the nice thing was, Empire had a locked keycard room.
Yeah.
6 people had pass keys.
So vendors could also...
There was a secure space for vendors to put stuff, but also...
And even just to put their suitcases their briefcases, bags, whatever. There was a locked room.
Count money. Like, no one wants
to
count money on a show floor sitting underneath a table.
Yeah.
And that happens.
All the time.
No one wants to do it. Empire was the first show that I can think of this year that had... Or the first show I've ever been to or heard of where we had...
A secure room.
We had a secure room. We had a key-carded room. And there were 6 of us. I had a key card.
The rest of the OMAS team had.
Some of the OMAS team.
Some of them, not all of them.
I think I had a key card mostly because we were just at the hotel.
Yeah.
And so it meant that the guys could text me and go, can you let X into the room?
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
Like, there were so many excellent things, and this was the first year.
Yeah. Like, what an amazing debut.
Yeah.
I can hardly wait to go back next year because I think it's only going to get better. But like, it's one of those situations where I actually said to the organizer, he asked me because he knows I do corporate events.
Yes, there was a debrief in the car.
And he asked me what I would change, what I would improve on. And yes, I was tired, but at that moment, my response was, I have no notes for you.
I think all my notes are small.
Yeah.
My notes involve...
Actually, I have one note, and I came up with it this morning,
Oh.
and that is that the organizer did not put their logo on the bag with the other sponsors of the show. And I'm a bit stunned at that. And I will be, sending that email later today.
Well, yeah.
That's my only note.
Yeah.
Now, I do want to talk about the people that came to the show. So many first time, very shy people who weren't fountain pen users, but would be fountain pen curious. I talked to so many people.
I think we were helped by A, the weather, and B, the fact it was Comic-Con.
Oh, for sure.
Both of those things were really helpful for the show.
Right.
Because we were getting the Comic-Con people that had been doing Comic-Con for a couple days and wanted to do something else.
Yeah.
The number of people I talked to on Sunday that had done a couple days at Comic-Con and were now doing the pen show on Sunday.
Yeah.
Either because they'd heard about it at Comic-Con or they loved fountain pens and were in town already and just discovered that there was a pen show on.
Yeah, I wonder I don't know if there was. I don't know if there was a write-up on the Empire Pen Show in What's On or any of those sort of city guides for art galleries and activities.
But we got there were a lot of people that had never tried a fountain pen.
People.
Some people who didn't know what a fountain pen was, but it still paid the entrance fee to get into the space.
Ticketed event, and they paid to get in. And so there was lots of opportunity. We were behind a table where they've got a full tester set from extra fine through to stub.
Mm-hmm.
And so always fun to encourage people to go hands-on and to find the nib that works for them. I loved it. From that perspective, I loved it because I can also say, well, I only started using them in 2023. So
Well, and also you're a lefty. There are so many people that come up to the booth and go,
I'm left-handed. I can't use a fountain pen.
I'm left-handed. I can't use a fountain pen. And you automatically jump on that every time we hear it because you're a lefty, use a fountain pen. My cousin's a lefty. She uses a fountain pen.
And I'm an underwriter, but she's an overwriter.
Yeah.
And she has a fountain pen.
Yeah. She texted me last night on she wanted to know the best way to store her pens.
Nibs up.
Or horizontal. Or they're not eyedroppered.
Yeah.
I went, as long as you're not storing it nib down eyedroppered, you're probably okay.
Yeah. So lots and lots of new people.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone who's very experienced. Hemingway Jones was there.
Hemingway was there. Oh my God, it was so much fun.
Yeah. Finally getting to meet him in person. Turns out on YouTube he's only this big, but in real life he's over 6 feet tall.
Yes.
I don't know how they squish him down to get him on YouTube. They have to make him really small.
So much fun. I was filming the line, and then all of a sudden somebody cleared their throat at me, and I fucking hate that. But I turned it was Hemingway.
Oh, well, there you go.
And so, it was great. We got to hang out.
He hemmed you?
He did. But I think it was more that he wanted to get my attention without calling out my name.
Oh, very well. That's discreet.
He was trying to be discreet about it, and I did appreciate that because for the next several hours, it was a lot.
Yeah,
there were a lot of people, and then we got to have a much longer visit later in the afternoon once the show had died down a little bit.
Yeah,
he came back down to the show floor, and
so you did a vlog with him, a show vlog.
Yeah, I was part of his show vlog.
Yeah,
I was so tired Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
And he came and filmed 20 questions with us.
Yeah.
And he still got a video edited and out for 10 a.m. the next morning.
That's amazing.
And I don't understand that. I was so tired.
Now, does his lovely wife do any editing? Know. Did she do any prep?
I don't know.
Because their daughter was there as well. So she was I mean, she was...
Yeah, maybe Helen did the rough cut while he was down with us, but I don't know.
Because we did a fairly long 20 Questions Revisited, and then
we
once
talked.
the camera stopped, we just had a really long conversation about the industry. It was a lot of industry stuff.
It was a lot of industry stuff.
But it was really interesting to just have, and it was just the three of us.
Standing in a hallway.
Yeah, we carved out some space in a quiet corridor. Well, outside the locked showroom. To just have a visit, and it was great.
Yeah. I will say, the one big complaint I did hear from people was that there was no real good after-hours space.
Yeah, it's a very busy hotel, very busy New York hotel. So there was no... At Chicago, pretty much the whole hotel were vendors and people attending the show.
And at DC, it's the same thing. Where it's the lobby, the entire lobby, down the corridor, we take over a patio. It's all pen show.
Yeah.
Whereas here...
we were sharing the bars and restaurants with all the other patrons.
Yeah.
And so there was no dedicated pen show after dark.
Yeah. The after hours wasn't as good.
Yeah. But that's something that they can work towards. They can work on finding that kind of space. The problem is, unless you can reserve a bar for private function, there'll still be a minimum spend that has to happen. And that can be a little tricky, depending on what the spend is for Midtown hotel bar.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
I don't know that it's feasible. Because a lot of people left the hotel to go out to stuff because it was apparently almost $30 for a glass of wine at the bar.
Oh, that's a little pricey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people would leave the hotel. So I don't know how they do it unless they got another conference room.
Maybe.
And just sort of turned it into a hangout space. But
I don't know. But that's something that's a good thing to work towards for next year.
Yeah.
For the Empire Pen Show 2026, which I think they've already said is happening.
They haven't announced a date, but I believe it was either Saturday or Sunday that they put out that 2026 was happening and that the date would be announced soon.
That's awesome.
I have a feeling it'll be the same weekend.
Which for Canada is Thanksgiving weekend.
So
it's not great.
It's not great.
We missed turkey with the family, but we had a fabulous time in New York.
And somebody brought us pumpkin munchkins. So we still got pie.
We still got pumpkin flavored stuff.
Pumpkin flavored stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty special.
It was. Other than that, though, it was genuinely a very good show.
Absolutely.
I had a great time. And I liked pretty much everything about it.
Yeah, I said, no notes.
No notes. Well, thanks for coming by to help recap Empire Pen Show.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.